They're underway. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Here we go. 180.
Like 5-4. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Garoppolo on first down. This one complete to Coleman. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Okay. Let's get it.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Right, here we go.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Garoppolo. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Here we go.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. This is Coleman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
You don't know no better. Watch the safety creep.
On second down, it's Coleman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, here's Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, team.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
65, 65.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. This is Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
What you got?
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete to Kyle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. Like 20.
Like 5-4.
Come on. You better bring it.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Here we go.
18 yards, 1st down Niners. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Hey, kill.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You think you won't get this?
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third and long for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Prescott on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And it is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Right there. 54.
26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, it's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Prescott fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
47.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Jim. Check three.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coleman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Coleman. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have because I think they're looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
DJ Reed on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott now. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
I got you, Pop.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Elliott running right. And he's got room. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to go.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A throw over the middle, taken in. 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Bust through the tackle. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
Prescott to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Prescott going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. To throw on second and 10. Garoppolo. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
21 yards, well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's complete to Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass, and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is going to be 49er football. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. That'll bring up second down. They'll run with Elliott. Still on his feet. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
Hey, kill.
6-man. Check curls.
Here's Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, line in. 26.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Kill. 47. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Intended that time for Cooper.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Here's Austin. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Come on.
26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Jermaine's Olawale. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
26.
Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic end.
Took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale.
ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh.